Okay, so this is part 2 of user 1 centimeter tall, and I'm on question 5. It says, you are a scientist. You and your partner just perfected the shrink ray, an invention that will change the world. Only your partner decides to claim that invention as his own. Fox, be quiet. Sorry, that's my dog. He's okay. He decides to claim the invention as his own. As you and him are arguing about the rights, he stands in front of the shrink ray when you get an idea to shrink him. Describe what you would do to him and what you were thinking. I'd be thinking, this fucking motherfucker's got the fucking nerve. Now, I know some of you complain about my language, but I don't care. This motherfucker's got the fucking nerve to try to claim the rights of part of the invention that I created. You know what? I'm just going to claim your life. How's that sound? So then I just shrink him. I'd shrink him while he was talking, too. That'd make it more entertaining. So I'd shrink him, and then I'd just watch him, like, just shrink down. And I'd be like, what? What was that? I can't hear you. And then technically, let's say I could hear him, but I'd just pretend like I couldn't. And then I'd pick his dumbass up, put him in a jar, and, or one of our little lab things, little lab containers or whatever. And I would try to, I wouldn't even tell him that, I wouldn't even attempt to make him a normal size, because he'd probably try to do the same shit. He'd be my servant after that. That's it. So I'm claiming I'm claiming the rights and all that stuff. When we were supposed to, make it equal, but he already fucked it up. So if I shrunk him, I shrunk him. That's it. And I'd make him do everything for me. He'd be my little lab helper if I didn't kill him. Oh, number 6. You're at the gym working on your glutes when you are amazed to find a 1 centimeter tall man right behind you, watching you while you do the exercise. Even though you're in shock and you get angry, you pick him up and put him inside of the back of your gym shorts while you decide to work out. Describe what he would see and how would you torture him, and what were you thinking? I'd be like, oh, so you want to get a close-up view, huh? And then I pick him up, and when I put him in my shorts, I would probably, I would get on the treadmill, but he might fall out of my shorts. So I'd get on one of those bikes, maybe like one of those bike things, or some kind of elliptical where you're going like this, because I go to the gym a lot. And, okay, not to sound gross, but like, when I'm at the gym, like my back just sweats. So he'd be just feeling the sweat from my back just going onto his face. And then if he's in the back of my shorts, then it's just, the sweat's going to go, and it's so gross. It's going to go all sliding down into my shorts. And he's going to be in there, covered in sweat. Or I made a little man, you guys. I made a little dough man. Oh, his smile's messed up. But he's going to be a little example. Here's my little dough man. See a little smile on his face? Well, it's a crooked smile, but that's my little dough man. If I didn't put him in my shorts, or maybe I would put him in my shorts, and then later, because I'd be afraid he'd fall out, I'd put him in this part, and I would, like, go on the elliptical, and then so I'd just sweat, and he'd be all stuck in there. And, yeah, and then eventually he'd slide down into my bra, and I'd just keep him there. Maybe he'd try to bite me, but if he did, I'd just step on him. I'd throw him down and step on him. But I'd put him in my shorts, and then I'd put him into my bra or my shirt. So, I mean, he wanted a fucking close-up look. He got it. 7. At college, you find a professor of yours from a few years ago. He shrunk to 1 centimeter, and he gave you an F because you were late once. After you worked so hard studying for the class, you get out a roll of tape and decide to torture him in some way. What do you do to him, and what would he see, and what would you think? Actually, that's a hard one, because I never thought about torturing anybody that's small with tape. See, all the stuff that I would do, it wouldn't really turn anybody on that's watching this video. It would just be more torturous than anything. But if he gave me an F, you know what I'd do? Well, I don't have... Oh, I do have tape. I do have tape, you guys. Well, I don't have a flat surface. Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do have a flat surface. I'm going to use my little dough man as an example. So, there's my little dough man. Okay, that's my professor. And I'd take like a little science object or something, and I would carve an F into his forehead. And then he'd beg and scream and stuff like that. And then I'd make him into my slave, my little dough man, my little professor man. I'd make him into my slave, and if he refused, then I'd kill him. That's what I'd do. But I'd still put the F in there first, because he gave me a fucking F when I fucking studied hard as fuck. I'll do one more. Question 8. You're on a stranded island, and you are trying to find some kind of food to survive. Upon searching, you find a tiny village with a tribe of 1 centimeter tall people that are 1 centimeter tall. What would you do to them, and what would they say? What would you think? Well, my first thought would be, if they don't help me find food, then I'm just going to use them as food. I mean, if either A, they... I don't want to say treat me as a goddess, because, you know, I am on their land, but if either A, they help me out, like help me scavenge for stuff, get some food and stuff like that, or I'll tell them, dude, I'm going to kill you. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Give me some fucking food. And if they refuse, I just go run over there because they're centimeter tall. And this is my other dough man right here. And this is his face. See the look of horror? That's that hole. That's him going. That's him screaming. So I would take like one of those sticks, and I'd shove it through him. I'd shove it through him like this. Not just him, but all the other ones. And sorry for those of you that aren't into people eating you, but this is just what I do. I'm being honest. And I'd roast them on a stick. And then they'd like be frozen in their like terror moment. They'd be like burned that way, and they'd be like this. And then I just like eat them off like this. That's what I do. Sounds sick, but that's actually what I would do if they didn't help me out. I'd be as nice as I could, but eventually I'm gonna get hungry and mean. So, how many more questions do I have? I just have 2 more. I'm going to make a 3rd video because I'm not rushing. I don't want to. So, alright, thank you for watching.